Hello and welcome back to Metaphor ReFantazio. We have joined the army and we have to queue up for our provisions, and then I presume at some point we'll be given some sort of task to do. But before then, we've got to speak to everybody else around here because, well, I'm curious. Hello.
What's the world coming to?
Blast it, I came to enlist because I heard you can make a quick reeve here, but they really make you work alongside creepy Elda. A Parapus I can deal with, but Elda are right ominous. Where'd you hear that? God's own scriptures, that's where. Guess you can't expect an Elda to know shite. Let him say what he wants. Fighting someone like him would just be a waste of energy. Alright, well, it's always good to start off every episode with a little bit of discrimination. Hello. They said tribe don't matter in the army, but they probably put me up front as a meat shield. Not that I can find better work. Wish I could serve Count Louis. His army's built on merit, so even a Parapus stands a chance. Okay, so the Count has his own army. Interesting, and he used to run this army from what we've heard. The militia also mentioned him. Okay. Can't even spell your name, bloody Parapus. That captain seems like a jerk, but it's for the sake of the mission. We'll just have to put up with him for a while. Eavesdropping won't get us anywhere. Let's hurry and get in line. No. We're going to continue exploring everywhere we're not allowed to explore. Okay, so these aren't real doors, so we might not explore those.
Alright then.
In fact, we're not even on the map currently, which is even more impressive. Door. Seems to lead to the soldiers' quarters. I can hear the snoring of the resting soldiers. Okay. Bulletin board?
Whoa.
Posters for wanted people. Okay. Do we see anyone we know? I mean, we don't know very many people, so no. Although this looks to be like some weird creature. So, maybe we'll have to kill that at some point. Okay, let's head this way. Can I just leave?
Wait!
Where are you going? You need to enlist as a new recruit. Okay, right. Hello.
Whatever.
You're so young. Are you enlisting too? Well, not much choice if you don't have money or a job. Reeve makes the world go round, as it were. You want a magic igniter? Join the queue. Cutting's only going to get you chewed out. Ah, so that is what they're giving us here. Interesting. Well, hello, young nobleman.
Whoa.
You enlisting as well. The line starts behind me, if so. Or was there something you needed? Are you really a noble? I take it you overheard my interview. Yes, guilty as charged. I am a noble, but just a countryside son of a lord. My family is of no real consequence. Well, let's just say I have my own circumstances. I'm volunteering to fight in order to protect the kingdom, foolish or not. Okay. Join the queue? Sure. I'm just trying to find the prompt. There we go. It's now the evening.
I heard they get sightings.
What? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have told us that.
Yeah, there are an awful lot of Parapus in this queue, actually, and around the place. So, I guess it makes sense that the poorer in society would be driven towards this, because it's kind of an easy job, as in terms of, like, getting it. They're just after bodies to fight. They're not really too picky about whose body they're, using.
What do they call them? Something like,
Next!
Oh.
Another Clamar. Wait. No. You don't look like the others. Surely not. An elder? It's the first of your kind I've seen.
Move it. There's a priority around here. We're arming squires and children with igniters now. Wasted good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it here.
Brute force and crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Care to say that again, boy?
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it? You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Roussant strength?
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on.
No fighting in the ranks.
Sorry for making a scene. You alright?
We'll just say thanks. There's no reason to be rude.
Thanks. You didn't have to do that.
Just felt like stepping in. Don't worry about it. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
Don't make my job any harder, please. Here, your igniter.
Okay, Cinder Igniter.
These days, most come with their own magma crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving.
The thing around his neck is apparently a magic igniter. The captain I spoke with earlier had one too. He must take on many different forms like I saw on the main street.
And take this too. Protect it with your life.
A map. Okay, that seems useful.
Wow, that's a real map. It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details. Only the military could pull this together.
Listen up, striplings. My name is Captain Klinger, and as of this moment, you miserable lot are under my command. I'm sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for His Majesty. But if you think you're on cushy security detail, think again. First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you will be trained into true guards. Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive. Pain.
Perfect. That's exactly where our contacts hold up.
Enjoy tonight's sleep, because it's the last full night's rest you'll get. Dismissed!
And now, it's the night.
Look at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow.
Okay.
Hey. You awake?
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm awake.
Sorry to bug you. Look, I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still. When you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
Well, are we gonna say it never gets easier? Or that's just how it is? Maybe we're just gonna accept the world as it is right now, and at some point that'll change. That's just how it is. But let's see if we have a moment in the future that changes us.
That's just how it is.
Well, I don't think that should be how it is. Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
Okay, well, like, if I'd known that they burned down his village before I said it's just how it is, potentially I wouldn't have said that. But, yeah. Maybe we're just pushing it down. I'd rather not think about it.
I'd rather not think about it.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. I'll drop it. The prince was kind to take you in. He cared more about who you were than what you were. I can see why you'd want to repay him. Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I see it?
I love how you can just be like, what book? Yep, I haven't been looking at the screen for the last, or for the first part of the game. You know, let's not worry about it. Do we trust her? Can she look at the book? I think sure seems okay.
Sure, I guess.
I gotta say, I've been curious. Thanks. It's what you call a fantasy story, right? So it's a fantasy world made up by the author. The prince loved those kinds of stories. Okay, let's see. It says the young traveler was amazed by the world he saw. In this world, there is only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination. Wow, So not even any fairies? I guess less differences means less to argue over. In such a world, there is no need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor. Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets well traveled. And in the laws of these emotionally satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal. Whoa. I see. No magic, no tribal conflict. And equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy. But it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world.
From the picture, it's obvious that it's meant to be our world. But the description obviously doesn't quite match. Like, it's a nice thought, but it doesn't really... In practice, it's not quite the same. Okay. Interested to see where they go with this, because they brought this back again. I'd kind of thought that potentially this part of the game where it was like, and what do you think about fantasy was just something to get you in the mood? But, yeah, there's a little bit more to it. Okay.
Hey, are you asleep already? You know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own? Well, guess I'll just read more later. Good night.
But the prince wrote the story, which is intriguing. So the prince could be our scheming person, although it seems unlikely. Record the events thus far? Yeah, I'll save. Although it is a little, you know, odd that you would ask me. I'm assuming you're asking me because either you're about to chuck me into a very long cutscene, or we're about to be in a point where we could die. Let's save. It's also odd because there is an autosave in this game, so you could have just autosaved. Okay.
Shouldn't you be resting? I'm fine. In fact, I'm glad we have this chance to talk. I've been reading, and I hope that someday we can make our kingdom like the place in this book. You said it was some kind of fantasy novel, didn't you? Our lives are decided at birth, by tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are. I don't want that to be the world we live in. The Elder here are a perfect example. If you'd not sheltered me, I would never have survived. And yet, they burned your home down. It's tragic, and no one should have to suffer so. Someone needs to fix... You okay? Don't push yourself so hard. Reality is much too cruel. I know that. But I'll fight it. I'll fight to the end. I'm a prince. But I need to be a hero. One worthy of the throne. A hero? One who can lead. A beacon who will pierce the darkness when all seems lost. My father taught me that. In his stories, the kingdom was full of legendary heroes. So I can't give up. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Not that I expect it will be easy. I believe in you. Familiar words. When I'm down, when I struggle, you're always there to help me through it. Let's do it. You'll be a hero. Trust me.
The start of the curse.
I won't give up either. Trust me.
He's been watching us the whole time, even when we're not sitting opposite him. Okay.
Until arrival at the northern border fort, 1 day remains.
Let's see.
Well, that's an interesting way to do the day change. But, okay. So, yeah, he's been watching us the whole time. I think he knows that we're not as we seem. Anyway, I wonder how far we've come. Let's find our destination, Northern Border Fort. World map. You can view information about your surroundings in the world map. Use the movement keys to highlight the location you want to learn about, then press A.
This place here.
A fortress built to defend Grand Trad during the Annex War. After long disuse, it is now manned due to frequent monster sightings.
Let's see.
Also have some camp forts on the way.
Hold on.
Okay. Interesting. Well,
This
let's
place
go here
here.
then. Or information? Oh, information just turns on the, yeah, it turns on the labels. You can also zoom out. Okay. It is a huge map. Alright, zoom in. Northern Border Fort.
Hey, don't forget.
The Northern Border Fort. This is where our contact should be. So hopefully we'll find him quickly. Got it.
Okay then.
All we can do for now is rest. We have a big day tomorrow.
The carriage transporting the new recruits arrives at its destination. The Northern Border Fort. The towering fortress was built during the Annex War in the mountains at the edge of the territory. Even now, soldiers are sent there for its strategic importance to the royal capital and to combat the rising waves of monsters. Fresh-faced soldiers disembark from their coaches at the foot of a steep ascent to the fort, the first of many uphill battles.
Oh, finally. Can hardly feel my legs.
Listen well, you lackwits. The battlefield is no place to sit on your asses, and the border front is always a battlefield. The call to arms could sound at any time. Stand to, curs. You have the honor to serve at the command of Captain Klinger, war hero, tactician, master of arms. When I earned rank in the trenches, forged in the blood of my comrades.
Spare us this drivel.
Say, friend, I'm curious. What is it about that book that's captivated you so?
Okay. How are we gonna explain it? And what do we want to tell him? A world of no magic, a world of only one tribe, where it's hard to explain. Talking of tribe, the drawing of the prince, I'm fairly certain, does not have horns, leading me again to wonder, are they the Clamar tribe or are they something else? But, I think we'll say it's hard to explain.
It's, hard to explain.
Some kind of fantasy novel, you said. So it's describing a better world. A utopia, perhaps. I'm something of a reader myself, but that's not like any book I've read. You know, when the late king took the throne, he was quite the idealist himself. He made grand claims about unifying the people under his rule. Never managed to do it in the end, of course. Reform takes more than high-minded, eloquent speeches. Maybe he was too blind to see that himself.
Listen to you. A babe with his first sword thinking he knows better than a king. Keep your mouth shut. No one cares what you think.
Nobody asked you.
Something to say? Go on. I'm listening.
What are we gonna say here? I apologize for him. Is it a fight you want? Or don't worry, my friends, I'll talk. What are we gonna do? I think, is it a fight you want would make sense if we weren't on a mission that required us to be part of the guard. I don't think we're gonna apologize for him. I don't think he has much to apologize for. Maybe being a little bit rude, but don't worry, my friends, I'll talk. I think it would be alright here. Yeah. I think that's a neutral path.
Don't worry, my friends all talk.
Hey,
This one's sharp for a lesser tribesman. Well, Clemar, I'll let it go this time. But only because I like your friend. Next time, keep your complaining to yourself.
that's the last thing I need. Though I suppose I deserved it in part, speaking ill of the dead and all. My mouth tends to get ahead of my thoughts sometimes. Although, I'm glad a bad habit seems to have drawn us together. Oh, never got round to an introduction. I'm Stroll. Leon Stroll, son of the Count of Harlia. And you are?
I think we could be honest about our name. I mean, we already gave our name to the captain, and we don't trust him at all. I'm Graham.
That's my name.
I have that right? It's got a certain weight to it. For what it's worth, my title doesn't mean much. Here and now, we're peers and equals.
By the skin of my teeth! Now, where was I? Right, as for you, fresh meat.
Someone help!
Is that a soldier? Hey, speak to me, man. What happened?
Listen, stay on guard. It's too...
He's unconscious.
Not one of mine. Must be one of the fort's guard. Those damn vultures across the border. They must have heard about the king's death. Anyway, to the fort. Double time. I'll stay behind to see to the poor bastard's wounds.
You want us to go on ahead? Alone? Shouldn't we at least send a team back to ask for...
I knew fear would take you at the first step. You want to turn tail? Are you a traitor to the cause? The guard has no place for cowards. You are part of His Majesty's Royal Army. Swallow your fear. Fight with pride. And we'll all have medals this time tomorrow.
He's right. We're warriors. Up there is our first chance at glory and riches. Damned if I'm gonna waste it. Let's go!
Damn it. Well, I suppose this is what we signed up for. Onward, to the fort then.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, I've got a bad feeling about this.
I've got a bad feeling because you put on your weird helmet, which I'm guessing means we're going into combat?
It's hard to explain, but it's like there's a stench in the air, and it's getting stronger.
Hey, did something happen? Wait, is that a... fairy? Did you catch it yourself?
Wait. No. The implications of this are crazy. Because the fact that he can see the fairy means that she was not invisible to everyone else but just me this whole time. And her hiding actually worked. Nobody else noticed the fairy. Because he's got something else to tell us, but he mentioned the fairy and he's like, there's a fairy there. And he's like surprised. That is crazy that she was not like invisible, but she was like, her hiding was working. Okay. Anyway, she's with me.
She's with me.
Yes, and I have a name, by the way. It's Gallica.
So you travel together? You've stayed well hidden for quite a while.
Well, I didn't want anyone making a fuss. But we've got bigger problems right now. I can't shake this feeling. We gotta be careful.
Again, he's like, she stayed hidden? How? Did you not see the barracks? She was like out on the bed. There was at least 6 people around us. Did nobody see her? Alright, moving on.
Agreed. I'll follow orders, but I'm not about to let this armchair general send me to my death. Let's take a moment, then head in once we're prepared. I assume you know how to use an igniter properly?
I'm not so sure. He's never used one before. I mean, he's a commoner, so not much chance to.
Fair enough. Well, just stay behind me and you'll be all right. I swear I won't let you die. I'm with you.
Comrade, new ally, Stroll. Stroll, a brave fighter trying to conceal his nobility, has become your ally. I mean, he's not trying very hard to conceal his nobility. He told us who he was.
Oh, this is bad. I didn't think you'd actually have to fight anyone. I just hope our contact in the fort's okay. Let's keep our guard up and hope we find out. Okay?
Well, this is an unexpected turn of events, but don't lose sight of our mission, okay? Our allies inside here?
Yep.
Yeah, that's my guess. Somehow we gotta find him. You're running with such purpose. What was that you were talking about? You said something about your ally?
Actually...
Oh, it's nothing. I was just worried about the soldiers inside.
I see.
I see. Well, whatever the case, this situation concerns me too. Let's go inside. Okay. Oh, look at the camera angle. That is crazy. I thought that we could move it around, but no, this is fixed. Okay, I don't see any other stuff. There's also invisible walls, so let's head in. What is that? That's terrifying.
There it is. That's a human.
Stand your ground! Charge it! Pursue!
We have to help the survivors.
He just called that a human.
Oh. Damn it.
Are humans the names of monsters in this world? That's interesting. Or is it because of the arms? I mean, the arms were definitely human-like. Is that a classification of monster? Many questions. Anyway. Damn, this is horrific. So many dead.
How?
Grius, I hope you're safe.
Hurry!
There's no time to waste. If we look, we may find some that still draw breath. Okay, we get any new memorandums for that one? We do have new memorandums. Okay, I'll leave these for now, but just wanted to know if we had them. To see soldiers? No, none of them are breathing. Damn, we were too late. But there might be others. Let's keep searching. Okay, so we got two different ways to go in here. No, we don't, because this doesn't actually lead anywhere.
This is bad.
Oh. That is a terrifying chicken. Although it's not lizard. Dinosaur?
What?
What's the deal with this one? It feels similar to that monster from earlier. It's smaller, but is that a human too? It looks like we're gonna have to fight it. Wait, if it's a human, do we even stand a chance? All the more reason we can't just let it be. Trust me, I have some history with them.
What do you think?
Besides, our only hope right now is to join forces and strike as one. Would you not agree? I agree. I'm glad you've still got your wits about you. With you here, we might just get through this.
Got it?
Look, we don't stand a chance against that thing if we attack it separately. We can only fight it if we work out a plan together.
Take care of it, please.
Understand, the two of us working as one. I'll trust your judgment on the timing of the attack. Squad battles. Press Y to engage in a squad battle against your or alongside your allies. You can press Y anytime, but if you use X attacks to stun enemies first, you'll start the battle with an advantage. Stay on the offensive by continuously attacking with X to deplete the enemy's break gauge that appears next to them, eventually stunning them.
Things will be fine.
Okay, so I meant to do this. And then squad battle. I did it. Squad battles with stunned enemies. When engaging in a squad battle against a stunned enemy, one party member will perform an advantageous initial attack. In addition, enemies remain stunned at the start of battle. Be sure to take advantage of this. In squad battles, press X to attack if your equipped weapon, or Y to use skills which consume MP. Performing an action will expend one turn icon seen at the top of the screen. When all turn icons are consumed, the opponent's round begins. On hard, enemies receive an additional turn icon in most battles.
The power of fire!
Okay, so he's used that. Now, notice there's a tactics button. Let me press that here and just check something. Change auto battle tactics. Interesting. So that's what your party members will do. Wonder whether you can still control them manually. I assume you can. But anyway. So what we're gonna do here: Ellie, wield arms, skill, call power, pass, raise defenses. What kind of skills have we got? We got mage fire. Okay. And we got our melee one. We just saw mage fire, so let's attack. Okay. Enemy gets a turn, but they're stunned. He then chose what he was doing. Okay. Nice. Unscathed triumph. So we get a bonus if you get through it without taking damage. Okay. And some XP. I see that he didn't gain any XP, so it could be that he's not actually a member of our party currently, so therefore he's not going to level up, and he's not going to be someone we can control. That might be what's happening here.
I think we got them all. All right!
Phew, we pulled through somehow. We're alive, but that's all I could ask. Let's press forward while we still can. Okay, oh, there is a door up here. Interesting, and then an item around the corner. Let's go get it. Okay.
Wait.
Another one of these things. Hold on.
Be careful.
There's another one. If it spots us, this could get nasty.
Hey!
But with the element of surprise, we could catch it off guard if we strike now, right? If you manage to successfully attack an enemy without being seen using X, there's a chance their entire break gauge will deplete at once for an instant stun.
Okay.
Okay. And get it. Perfect. Okay. Well, let's see how much damage this does this time.
Fire! Still here?
Okay, so it did 60. Doesn't look like that did too much more than our basic attack, but maybe I'm wrong. His also does 60 currently. Unscathed triumph, and I think that's a level up, right?
Not bad.
Yeah, level 2.
I'll strive for greater heights.
And that gave us a strength increase. So stat increases are random, I think. Okay. Ah, one random and then you can distribute points. I understand. Okay, so raises physical attack, raises magic attack, lowers damage sustained from enemies. Usually in SMT games, which this is using the same stat system from, this can either be tied to health or it can be just lowering damage. I assume it's just lowering damage in this case, but might want to check whether it does health stuff. Raises hit evasion and escape success, and raises item acquisition rate, etc. Wonder if there's something that raises crit. Wonder if it's going off of agility or luck here. Like, is it if you hit with a good enough hit, then you get a crit, or is it just purely luck based? Although, actually, I just noticed our luck is pretty high. Oh, do you think when it gave us the 5 choice, it was effectively saying where did you want your stats to go? And I said I want my stats to go into luck, or like I want some free stat points in luck. Because that doesn't seem like a good choice in hindsight. Yeah, because one of them was I could say it was smart, and that would have raised our magic attack damage. Oh. I understand now, and I think I've made a horrible error in judgment. Let's maybe just, for now, take a point in endurance. Let's just try and keep ourselves alive. Yes.
I think we got them all. We'll be
Okay.
safe for a while.
Medicinal herbs, times 3. I assume that means we got 3 and not that we have 3. Also, if we got, it says we can use skills here. Ah, okay, so if we want to heal or something. Also, I can still use this mode if I want to as well. Not that it does very much for us here. Ooh, except for letting us see this thing.
Look.
Hit it. Get it.
This is our chance.
Okay, he uses mage fire. Wonderful, it's dead. That was barely worth the time it took to kill it, but
No way I'm stopping here.
wonderful. We have killed it.
I think we got them all.
Okay,
We'll be
and that's
safe
going
for
to
a
take
while.
us somewhere else, or it's going to take us up these, up the parapet. Okay. Map-wise, we've got another route we could have gone here, but let's go in here first. Hello.
Oh.
He's still breathing, but he's badly wounded. And Elda, don't bloody touch me. I'm in a bad enough spot without you making it worse. A monster showing up was your fault, wasn't it? Bad luck follows you, people. That's very ironic, given what we were just discussing. Ah, of course this is how it ends. Damn it. Damn it all to bloody hell. Okay, he's now a dead soldier. He appears to be dead. Didn't have any loot on him? Oh, hello.
Run.
You're so young. Fresh recruit. Get away from here now. That thing is up ahead.
No.
There's still more soldiers left alive, right? You can't just run and leave them be. You're too late. That monster. We can't. Just run away. Stay away from that thing. Okay, well, we definitely got a hint that this is the secondary location. Or, sorry, this is the primary location. The other route is secondary, so we're going to go that way. Also, apparently there's a mod or something that removes these weird lines at the side of the screen and the effect when you're dashing. I'm not too worried about it, but if it annoys people, let me know and I can look into it. I went the wrong way. Okay, so we're going to head this way and then this way. Cool. So there's an item in here. Can I go slowly?
It's all clear.
Oh, it's all clear. Oh, perfect. Wonder if there are any items that drop in boxes. Probably not, because we can see the item there. But anyway. Ah, this is one medicine at the side, although the other one was medicinal herbs, so it doesn't answer. I was going to say it answers my question, but no, they're named different things. Okay. In here. Just going down into the basement. Get it.
Okay, this could be all we've got.
Oh, two of them, huh? Mage fire. Let's try just attacking. The attacking did 22, so that does do significantly less damage. Okay. Also, his mage fire is doing 78 now. Did he level up? Or maybe it just does more to them because their endurance is lower? That's probably the answer.
We made short work of them.
Okay. Go further in. So this was the prison. Okay. Thing at the end. Destroy these for now.
Be careful.
Watch yourself. That thing is dangerous. Don't be fooled by the way it looks. Okay, can we save here, by the way? No. Okay. Interesting. So no saving in dungeons, I assume outside of safe zones. Alright, we're gonna hit you. Nice. Got it.
Let's take them all out. Go.
Okay, this might not have been as dangerous as he told us it would be. Also, that looked like a weird tooth.
Easier than expected.
Okay.
That was the last of them.
That's cool. Okay. It's the last of them. Like just in that group or in general? Nice. Okay. And we got revival medicine. Yeah, that could be very useful, potentially. I still don't know if there's any reason to destroy things. I'm still just doing it because I can. This door does not open. Seems as though it's locked. Oh, there's another one in here. So that definitely means that this is not a... Yeah, that was not him saying they're all done, because that one was right behind us. They do resist fire, though. Okay. Unscathed Triumph.
Was that easy, eh?
Nice. Almost level 3.
We'll be safe for a while.
Cool. That one's locked. This says locked back here, so we may have to come back this way anyway. But we'll see. Anyway. Regressing back to where we were previously, and resuming climbing the tower. Okay. Over this way. And up this way. So it does seem, at least for now, that we do not have control over our companions. I wonder if that's going to be a thing for the whole game. It would be very odd, because they used to do that, and now they've moved, and then they moved away from it in their more recent games. So I wonder if it's they've gone back to it. What have you been muttering to yourself this whole time? What has you so concerned? He's asking. Hello.
Damn it!
Ah, damned Elder. I knew this fort was cursed. You're why that horror attacked.
Hey.
Calm down. It's not his fault the human appeared. You must know that, surely. Oh, everyone's dead. They all had families. Help me, Elda. I don't care anymore. I don't want to die.
Damn it.
Their breathing has stopped. Well, if only we had some medicine. There is a way to go further up. Is this onto the roof? That might be where the enemy is on the roof. So can we go through this door here? Oh, no. Okay.
Hold on.
Wait.
You
two. Perhaps you're searching for someone. I think we have to be honest here. I think he pretty much knows anyway, because we've been saying it out loud. That's right.
I get it now.
I thought as much. Now it makes sense. Why hide this from me? I trust you have a good reason. Well, to tell you the truth...
What?
That cry, is that the human from earlier?
Was that?
It sounded like it came from the top of that tower. Maybe there are still soldiers fighting it there.
Hurry!
We'll handle our personal matters later. Rescuing any survivors takes precedence. To the top of the tower.
Let's hurry.
I love how we're like, rescuing survivors is our top priority. We've literally found multiple survivors who we've just left to bleed to death. But we're like, nah, that's our top priority. Ah.
If you see use for
more
it,
medicine.
I'd say take it with you.
So it didn't auto-save there when I picked it up, interestingly. So maybe you can't manual save, but you can auto-save in dungeons? Okay. Well, continue to destroy things. There's one there. Just look at the map. So this is not the way we're meant to go. And get it.
How's that? Let's give him a fight.
Let's kill it. Nice. I believe that there's also a fast combat mode eventually in this game, from what I remember when they were first talking about combat. And that fast combat mode is going to be how you deal with these types of enemies that we're dealing with here. Like, you will just blast away through them. So you don't have to do this for the entire game. Okay, gain some magic. I don't know how stats are going to work in this game for us. I don't know if we want to balance or if we want to just go down like strength or magic exclusively. I'm going to take another point in endurance. I think that's still sensible. I mean, agility is also sensible, but to be fair, what it does is it raises hit evasion and escape success. We currently don't need to escape fights. Evasion seems unlikely at an early level, and we don't seem to be missing. So it's not useful yet, but it's one of those stats where the moment we start missing, we're going to be like, I wish we put more points in agility. So I'll think about it. Cool. Grab that. Broken igniter, something to sell. Okay. It's interesting. So do we want to wait for this thing to turn around? Also, we still have not found a single thing in a barrel. You can use the squad attack from really far away. So if you want to just attack something from far away, you definitely can. I guess the negative of going in and attacking it is you have to actually get in there and hit it, one, before it hits you, and two, before its buddies hit you.
Let's go.
Anyway, let's use some mage fire.
A tough one.
And it loses both its turns. Mage fire. Wonderful. We got medicinal herb, we got unscathed triumph, and we got more experience. Wonderful.
I think we got them all. We'll
Okay.
be safe for a while.
Still nothing here. Some more boxes to destroy. Hey, something over this way. Old coin. Okay, there are a couple of enemies here. Go for this one first. Perfect.
Let's go. Settle this quick. Try some of this.
Oh, that's a different skill he hasn't used before. Okay,
They chose the wrong opponent.
Looks like it's not safe yet.
that's fine.
Stay alert.
Get behind it and
Let's push through. This is
got
our
it.
chance. This could be our chance.
And then again. Ah, you know what? It might be in the same. It might just be his basic attack, but as a crit animation. Okay,
That
cool.
was the last of them.
More barrels to destroy. If we find nothing in a barrel throughout this entire dungeon, by the way, I will not be making destroying barrels my priority. Okay, I'm gonna get this one.
They found us. Ready, everyone.
Nice.
This battle's ours. Let's go. Let's settle this quick.
Okay. Mage fire. And attack. There's no point wasting our MP on these guys. At least now, because they're going to be stunned on turn 1. Although it does look like Stroll is going to run out of MP very quickly.
Even easier than expected.
Also, I just noticed we're getting 3 resources. We're getting experience, we're getting something called Maj, and then we're getting money. What is Maj? I don't know. Could that be Magla? The thing they said you needed to cast magic? Oh! Okay, we got it. Just kept spamming the attack button until it went away. Nice. Okay, unscathed triumph. Nice.
We made short work
Grab
of
that item. Magla pill. Okay. If I check my items here, so medicinal herbs are 50. Medicine's 100. Magla pill restores 20 MP to one ally. And then revival medicine reses. Okay. We'll hold off using the Magla pill. It might be worth using it on Stroll. But we'll hold off until such a point as we really need it. Just in case it also gives him full or something. Oh, interesting. So Gallica has a sword that she can use. We have a legacy sword which gives us slash 45-96, and then he has the heirloom greatsword, the sword that adorned the halls of Stroll's home in Halia, fairly old and originally intended as a decoration. Okay, see if we have anything cool in here that gives us any kind of lore. I don't think we're gonna find anything. A charm that also serves as a wish for your mission success. Oh, okay. And then Noble Crest and Fairy Charm here. No monetary value, could be scrapped. Yeah, none of this looks like it has anything that we need to worry about. Although, a jacket embroidered with the crest of House Halia Etis, gifted by the manor's servants, as the only finery he owns, he keeps it clean and tailored. Okay. Light, sturdy clothes made of woven wildflower petals. The technique behind its creation is a secret known only to fairies. Okay. Awesome. Right. This way. And up here. And in we go. It's going to be a fight. The roof is just up ahead. Might I have a moment? If I'm honest, I have my doubts that there could be survivors. Facing that monster together may not even save anyone at this point. But I'm going to do it anyway. It's the noble thing to do. Isn't that just throwing your life away? Why do this if it's possibly for nothing? Because if there's a chance that there's even one survivor, then I'll not be the noble who runs away. Not this time. I could never live with myself. Not this time. So he previously ran away from an event where he feels like he could have helped. Potentially some survivor's guilt. This time...
Hey.
And you? You plan to forge ahead despite the risk. I take it you refuse to die until you found whoever it is you're searching for. There's no turning back.
Leave it to me.
There's no way I'm running from this now. I see.
I'm heading out.
Well then, lend me your strength. Let's go. And this feeling, I knew it. That human from earlier is up there. What should we do? Let's go.
Yep.
Try not to do anything rash. Okay, here we go. Also, the autosave hit right before we go in here. Interesting. So I'm guessing it's going to give us an opportunity if we happen to die to be like, you can restart from the start of the boss fight. Or you can restart and lower the difficulty or something. Not that we'll need to do that, obviously. At any point. Probably. Maybe.
Damn. Such tremendous power.
That is terrifying. I can see why it's called a human. It does have many human body parts, but it's not quite like any human I've ever seen.
It's horrible. can't believe what I'm seeing!
We can't let it get away with this! We have to hold it off somehow!
Peril!
Damn humans! It was all because of them!
We'll just have to make it work!
No, the mission depends on our survival. Also, we have some apples there. Potentially, the seeds of knowledge. Leading you away from the Garden of Eden. Some sort of leading you into sin sort of thing going on here. Okay. Trying to think of how we want to start this. Also, his MP is still low. Oh, we try turn back the clock? We try the battle from the beginning. Oh, okay. So if you know the battle's just done, you can just start from the beginning
Looks like
again.
We can't brute force through this one.
Analyzing. So we've got slash, pierce, and strike. Fire, ice, electric, wind, light, and dark. Okay, so it's the same affinities basically as SMT and Persona. Okay. Although, interestingly, it does have the 3 different physical types, which is what they have in Persona 3. But I think that it's not the same for all of them. Anyway. What does status do? Oh, it just shows you yourself.
I will fight with pride.
Okay, I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to chuck the Magla pill at Stroll.
This'll do it.
Because I feel like having him up and running is going to be important.
Monster. You're mine! Burn to ash!
That's no damage at all. That was 3 damage.
Oh, please!
Are we going to get destroyed? I feel like this is a script
on?
to death.
It didn't even flinch!
Damn it all! I'm not going down like this!
Okay.
Let's go!
Mage fire.
Fire! The power of fire! How is it this strong?
What more can I do? The prince is my best friend and I need to save him. I can't die in a place like this. And yet...
I'll distract it. You two, run!
But...
Above all else, I am a noble. And a noble defends his people. No matter the cost. Farewell. If you would repay me, then live. Wasn't enough.
No! Please, say something!
Stroll! Don't be a fool. Just run for it.
Oh, fate-saddled child. Oh, anguished traveler. Thy fate is crown-twined, thy soul bound for the throne. The future yet unknown dawns in this moment. Thy path may fork, but only one may be chosen. Confront the threat before thee, or die here in obscurity. Now choose.
I choose.
So be it. Heroism lies in the soul that stands firm against its fears. Power awaits thy command. The time is come to awaken the hero within. Engrave thy very heart.
So cool.
What the heck is going on? Anyway, we've got to find a way to fight back.
Okay, So we can heal, but we have nobody else in our party currently. Also, apparently we're now Seeker, according to the bottom right. Or and the left. Or we can do weak wind damage. Let's do wind damage. Hit it.
Wind! Alright, that did the trick.
My own power doesn't even compare. What's more, it can use magic despite its lack of an igniter. Ow.
Are you okay? If we don't push back, we're dead. Can't we fend off those attacks somehow?
Certain enemies are weak to certain affinities. After you've hit one of these weaknesses, the word weak will be displayed. Hitting an opponent's weakness or scoring a critical hit against them will only decrease the turn icon by half.
Looks like it mainly attacks with the head wings and blade.
Okay.
We can target those.
Yep, let's do it.
Forth, Royal Soul.
So a leg or wing? Well, leg seemed to do the most damage to us. So let's go leg.
Scour.
That's it. Stay on
The
it.
freedom
Nice.
of a one by this power.
Then do it again.
Wind. All right. How's that?
We've got to hit the other spot too.
Oh, we have to hit the other spot too. My mistake.
Let's go.
Okay. Oh, right. No, we've already killed the leg, so now we're killing the
You hit their weakness.
Let's
wing.
take Seeker.
I understand.
Wind. Let's push through.
Oh, eating one of the apples.
Wait, what? It's healing?
Ow.
It's eating its own fruit to heal? We can't kill it fast enough. It's just gonna fix itself up no matter what we do. Ick. I can't believe it's eating from its own body.
So we can also hit the apples.
Scour.
Nice. Ow. We might want to heal at some point, but
Seeker.
let's do a second hit on the apples.
Still here?
Okay, it's not a weakness, so we don't get another turn afterwards. Okay.
If we don't take out those apple things, I think we'll regret it. You know, maybe there's something I can do. Hey, can you let me handle this?
Have Gallica knock down apples to keep the foe from healing? Yes.
Understood. Leave it to me. Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in there.
Okay. Hit it.
Scour.
I don't know if that's because we failed the tutorial or something, or whether she was always going to do that, but...
Nice dodge. Not like they could get you with that.
I won't hold
Okay,
back.
keep
Wind.
hitting it. Frenzied wings. We haven't tried a physical attack yet. What happens if we just attack? Okay, not that good. Worth testing once. Probably worth healing this turn.
I can't
Ow.
give up now.
You're barely holding it together.
Seeker.
Gotta heal up quick.
Okay, heal. That's fine. Not an issue. Okay, hit it with more wind. It's gonna hit us again. And then we're gonna continue to hit it with wind. Because that appears to be what's working. And then, more wind.
Won't hold back. Scour.
Nice. Has so much XP and money compared to what we were just earning. Plus Gorleo's apple.
Not bad.
Okay, we ranked up, as did Seeker.
I feel stronger.
We got an agility point. Wonderful. I'm going to take another point of strength. I guess if you had more magic or strength, you would probably be doing more damage in that fight as well. Let's take another point of endurance. Also, apparently, the Seekers, the Seeker one that we've got and other things, are their take on a job system, such as something you might find in Final Fantasy. So, again, interested to see what they do with it.
True power is born of the heart, a wish from which thy strength is drawn. Yet fear and anxiety always trail in such a wish's wake. Since time immemorial, those we call heroes have earned the title through this order. They pursued their wishes and boldly walked a path of virtue. What thou hast awakened is the true spirit of a hero. The power that lies dormant in all of us. The power to reforge the fear of the unknown into curiosity. If thou wouldst change the world by thine own hand, take this newfound power and venture forth. Thy journey shalt reveal thy soul's mission.
What was that voice? And you! What was that power you used? You had a metal heart, and your whole body was... It was crazy! Look, that Stroll guy is still alive!
I'll be damned. Someone actually survived.
That voice... Grius! Oh, thank goodness, you're alive!
Gallica, you made it.
He's our man on the inside, the one I'm delivering the message to.
He's badly hurt. You, boy, lend me your shoulder. We'll need to carry him. The smell of blood will draw out the beasts. Let's not hang about. The lad's out cold, but he'll live. We should be fine if we take a moment's rest here.
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes, Grius. Just wish it were under better circumstances.
We're both alive, and you can't ask for much better in these parts. Sorry I couldn't join you in the fray. So, this is our newcomer, eh? How'd this boy manage to command power like that?
It's like nothing I've ever seen. Do you know anything about it?
I might. For now, the mission comes first.
Ah, right. I'd better just get straight to the message. Grius, you have a new mission. Avenge the king. And kill Luis Guillaburn.
Oh. Okay. So Luis has his own army, Guillaburn. Well, that's certainly a mission and a half.
Well, good. It's about damn time. Those scheming nobles haven't said so publicly, but every soldier knows it was nothing natural that killed the king. Damn that Luis. Couldn't stop at one royal, could he?
Wait, there's more. The prince is getting worse. We're running out of time. Here, look. I brought a treasure from the village. They called it a farsight mirror. You need to see the prince's condition for yourself.
Through the mirror lies the prince, deep in slumber in the hidden village.
His Highness won't last much longer. Those thorns are thick enough to claim him.
Luis cast the curse, so killing him is the only way to lift it. If we wait any longer, they're just gonna crown a new king.
Can someone catch me up?
Can someone catch me up here?
About 15 years ago, a child enlisted in the army. But it wasn't his age that had people talking. It was his ruthless military genius. Hero to some, monster to others. Luis Guillaburn, a prodigal tactician and a master of Magla arts. Some said it was only a matter of time before he made general. The youngest the nations had.
Until he attacked the prince.
That night, when the prince's quarters were breached, it was no ordinary mage who cast that fatal curse. It was Luis Guillaburn himself. But the son's death wasn't enough for him. Now he's got the father's blood on his hands. And if that king-slaying fiend ends up on the throne, we're all doomed.
But when we were exploring the royal capital, there were a lot more Luis supporters than I expected. How can they still trust him after all that?
Luis is cunning. He left no evidence. Accuse him as you will, the allegations wouldn't stick. All they could do was send him as far away as possible. A post in the middle of nowhere. Plenty of soldiers never believed the charges in the first place. When they look at him, they see a capable veteran unjustly made into the noble scapegoat. Most think the Royal Army was at its best when he was in charge. And in truth, it's hard to deny. Without him, we'd never have crushed the rebel uprising so quickly. Damn the man. But he's earned his titles. He's mastered the blade, magic, and he's clearly intelligent. To the masses who want change, he seems the savior they need.
If even you're that worried about him, then this isn't going to be easy.
That's a hell of a mission. And I want in.
You were awake all this time? Okay.
So that's your game, eh? Pretend to sleep, eavesdrop on the plan. You're a fool to give yourself away.
If you want my blood, then let your blade strike true. I'm not going to run. Not from you, and not from a chance to do what's right.
Look, Grius, he saved our lives back there. And it sounds like we could use the help. Seems like kind of a waste to kill him. Especially if he's volunteering.
Then answer me this. The boy's all but a stranger to you, yet you risk your life to save him. Why?
I would live, fight, and die a noble, sir. To have done otherwise would betray my title, to say nothing of my heart.
I'm losing my edge. Make me regret this, and I will slay you where you stand.
You'll let him help us?
Right then. My life and sword are yours.
As far as the rest of the world's concerned, you perished in that castle. You'll find the job ahead will be easier for a dead man. Your lives are kept only by the blades in your hands, and you'll raise them at my command.
We have to.
Ooh. Quest start. Save the prince from death's curse. Save the prince from his curse and defeat Luis Guaburn, the treasonous fiend who not only attacked the prince but murdered the king. I just gotta say here, 1, we don't know what the deadline is, but 2, this is literally the opening cutscene of the game. It's the entire premise of the game up until this point. It's everything we know. Like, all the events in the game have started by Luis doing this. He seems like the big bad. However, the rank is only 7 out of 10. That means that there's another 3 ranks up from this in terms of where the story is going. Like, this isn't our endgame quest. We have more. Interesting.
Luis will also be at the royal funeral. If we're not back to the capital by then, we lose our chance at his head. But no main roads. That'll mean checkpoints and questions. We're bound for a different route. We'll cut through the abandoned mine up ahead to save us going the long way round. For tonight, see to your wounds. We'll leave at first light. But I'm counting on you.
New ally, Grius. Grius, the battle-hardened veteran, has become your ally.
Feels like the mission is finally starting. Let's set up our camp then.
Now, we should finally be able to get some rest. This your first deployment, boy? Thank your lucky stars you survived a brush with a human.
What the hell was that? It was like no beast I've ever seen.
No one truly knows. They're protected by Magla, so even the sharpest steel does little good against them. They're no simple beast. All we do know is with every passing year, more of their kind tear travelers apart. That was why I was first sent undercover here, investigating.
And? Did you learn anything?
Simmer down, boy. There wasn't a damn thing to be found on those monsters. Well, the moon's still low. If you've any other questions, now's the time.
Okay, I have a question. This question is, obviously, we're doing something to help the prince, right? And the prince had those 2 people with him, and they're the people who told us to go out on the mission for Grius. Grius is here investigating monsters. Is this a small group of like 4, or is there a larger organization? which is actually controlling this. Because so far, all we know is we've got the two people and the prince. The prince isn't giving us any, like, orders. He's currently knocked out with the curse. Which means it's either the lady who seemed to be the healer or the weird scribe. That doesn't really leave us with very many people who are in charge of this organization. Anyway, tell me more about the mission.
I want to hear about the mission.
With numbers like this, a head-on assault would be suicide. Quick, covert assassinations are best bet. Kingslayer or no, Luis has a lot of public favor behind him. To the people, he's the only man with the wit and war power to bring down humans. The military seems powerless to stop them, so he plays savior. The man's practically a monster himself. By your age, he was not only a master tactician, but damn near an archmage besides.
And the three of us alone are supposed to stop him?
We'll just have to blend in with the crowd at the funeral. I won't abide him surviving the ceremony. He will die by my hand.
A fire should keep the really dangerous stuff away, I hope. Okay. It is now evening at the fort. We'll do a save here. And then I think it's time for us to read a little bit of our memorandum, because I imagine a lot of the questions I have may be answered within there. Nature. Human. Unknown monsters with bizarre forms unlike any natural beast. Their bodies hold immense amounts of volatile magla, and they rampage through their surroundings indiscriminately. Despite their berserk nature marking little sign of intelligence, they can wield advanced magic beyond the grasp of all sentient beings. Many aspects of their biology and ecology remain a total mystery. Oh, there's 2 pages. Given their unnatural physical resistance, large specimens can wipe out entire armies. Although there have been sightings of humans since antiquity, actual encounters are incredibly rare, and they have long been dismissed from being any real threat. However, recent years have seen them appearing with more rapid frequency across the Crown's lands, which has made people uneasy. Well, if I saw something that looked like the picture on the right, I would definitely feel uneasy, to say the least. Magla Crystal. A crystallized cluster of magla that forms naturally in places where high concentrations are left to fester, though scholars have recently developed methods to create them artificially. The color of the crystals depends on the formation process and its impurities. High purity natural crystals are indispensable in producing high performance igniters. As a result, some value them higher than gems and precious metals. Areas where crystals are abundant are often claimed in the name of the Crown as mining sites. However, people have long whispered that magla crystals are dangerous to those who deal in them. Such statements are largely regarded as hearsay, because there was little evidence to support it, but recently even the state army has grown more cautious with them, as reported incidents are on the rise. Resonant Vessels. When an archetype's power causes a transformation, the first stage is that of the heart becoming a metallic object of unknown origin. To activate the power, the wielder must announce the determination and their hopes for it in their newly made heart, which urges the body to awaken. This outcry is akin to the battle cries of heroes past who were known to call upon the archetypes in face of danger. It could be said that the transformation makes the wielder an ideal vision of themselves. Prince's Curse. The lingering malevolent magic sustained by the prince during his assault 12 years ago. At the time of the incident, great minds from all over the country attempted to break the curse, yet none were successful. Those who can see the flow of magla say it resembles poisonous briar vines entwined around the sleeping prince. Farsight Mirror. A mysterious looking glass tinged with magic, entrusted to Gallica by the Resistance for his secret mission. This pair of identical mirrors reflects the view of the other, no matter the distance separating them. Gallica possesses one half of the pair while the other remains by the prince, allowing her to check on his condition at any time. Originally owned by the prince, it is a small item that is impossible to make with contemporary technology. Some believe it may in fact be a divine relic. I get the feeling this is going to become relevant at some point, and that potentially we may be using it more. Also, the picture on the right is something that we haven't seen yet, because that is not the same location that we showed that to Grierson. Okay, we've read the rest of those. History. Northern Border Fort. A defensive fort on the northern edge of Ukrainian territory, also bordering the country of Oceania to the west. Built before the kingdom's unification, this old stronghold has outlived its political and strategic relevance and is most often used as a training ground for new soldiers. Hidden Village? A hidden village whose name and location are kept secret from the world. The prince afflicted by a curse is being sheltered and received treatment here. This is also where Grem and Gallica were issued their secret mission. Prince's Assault. An assassination attempt on the prince 12 years ago. Assailants infiltrated the palace to attack the prince as he was sleeping, catching the royal guard by surprise with their sudden appearance within the secured grounds. Though these loyal guards gave panicked chase, they ultimately made a cataclysmic blunder. Not only did they allow the prince to be harmed, they failed to capture the assailants or even ascertain their identities. The assailant who made direct contact with the prince was a mage who fled the palace after casting a high-level curse. Thanks to the efforts of the royal healers, the prince avoided an untimely demise, but they were unable to free him from this affliction. According to the royal guards who fought the band of assassins, the only clue regarding the identity of the mage was that they were patently not an adult. This assailant was able to arrange a sneak attack within the palace, had a masterful command of high-level curse magic and the appearance of a child. By all accounts, the only person to match these unique criteria was Luis, who was afterwards strongly condemned by all in the palace. However, no evidence could be found, and justice is still yet to be served. Okay, it does seem odd how high you could climb with that knowledge that you definitely did that thing. Like, with it, like that knowledge out there. Yeah, okay. Although I guess some people might be like, yeah, that's a good thing. Let's go with Stroll next. Leon Stroll, a young man of the Tlemur tribe, met at the recruitment center in Grand Trad. A genial youth who values justice with a good head on his shoulders. He comes from a noble family, but seems to have complex circumstances that led him to enlist in the army. Typically a commoner profession. Though new recruits grumble at being ordered to refer to each other by their surnames, in order to prevent overfamiliarity, Stroll doesn't seem to mind. Grius. Arvid Grius, a veteran rogue warrior and resistance member alongside Grem and Gallica. He infiltrated the ranks of the army and has been working as a covert operative. Gallica was entrusted with delivering secret orders to him. Luis Guaburn, a Tlemur royal army officer of great renown who managed to become nobility at an exceptionally young age. He possesses extraordinary skills both as a warrior and an archmage, but even more highly regarded are his capabilities as a military strategist, for which his superior insight and grasp of psychology set him apart. His faculties as a young soldier were so shrewd that his own allies came to grow wary of him, calling him a monster in the making. He prizes rationality above all else, strictly adhering to a policy of appointing officers by their capabilities alone, without regard for tribe or origin. Now that's interesting, because that lines up with what the Prince's book is about. Or at least one of the goals of the Prince's book, right? A world without race. Well, it seems like this definitely could be the same kind of thing. As a result, senior officials accuse him of trying to undermine tradition. However, he now wields an influence far beyond a typical officer, and many will believe he will be the youngest person ever to be appointed the army's highest-ranking position of general. So because he's Tlemur, he's going to have some Tlemur support here, but because he also assigns people based on their capabilities instead of their tribe or origin, he's going to have a lot of supporters among the less high-ranking tribes as well. Like the Parasups are going to, you would imagine, would be more in favor of him, because typically they're from a poorer part of society and they're looked down upon. If this is an opportunity for upward mobility, well, you could definitely see them taking it. Mage. A general term for those who have good command over magic. Formally, it refers to those who achieved a national qualification to professionally use magic. However, as many commoners have difficulty discerning those who are formally qualified, this catch-all term rose to prominence. Also, this is another time where we're hearing about a qualification to use something. I wonder if that's going to be relevant at some point, like whether we're going to have to grab these qualifications to be able to do things within the world, or to be accepted as being able to do the things. There are several tiers to maid certification, with the majority being for lower tier artisans, engineers, and soldiers, which limit the type and uses of magic. However, some professions have fewer restrictions, such as magic professors and healers. The higher the tier of certification, the more difficult it is to obtain. Few in the kingdom hold the highest tier, and one bearer alone can influence nations. Okay. Culture. Fantasy novel. The book Grem carries with them. It is a memoir-style novel depicting a country with neither magic nor a notion of tribes, where people are not discriminated by birth, quite literally a fantasy world. It was designated as a forbidden text by the Sanctus Church 10 years prior, and most copies are thought to have been burned, making it hard to come by in the present day. It is a well-bound book that would be unusual for a commoner to own. Okay. Well, that's also useful to know that that is a forbidden text, so we definitely should not be telling people we have it, or what's inside it. Okay, but it sounds like Luis potentially has read this text, or at least a version of this text. Okay, and then I just want to check people again. So we have the Parapus tribe, we have Elda, Clemmer, and Roussant. We don't have Rogue. Yeah, interesting. So we still don't have that other one, and we don't have, I think it was Ishkia we saw previously. Okay. Well, we talk to these people without advancing the story. I'm going to do a save, and we'll see if we can do that. Hello. Never in all my life have I witnessed anything like that power you used. Tell me, is it some sort of magic? No, I suppose it couldn't be. Not with the igniters we were supplied with, at least. Yours was broken in a commotion, besides. Incredible. If only I'd had that kind of power back then. Apologies, just thinking out loud. Today's been a trying day for us both, so let's get some rest. Hello. You have done a fine job delivering that message, lad. It's finally time for us to act for His Highness. Ah, you want to talk about that power, don't you?
Huh?
I had a question of my own. You seem to know a great deal about the royal family. Before you infiltrated the army, who were you? Good question.
Indeed.
Nothing but a mercenary. And yet, His Majesty gave me the honor of being His Highness the Prince's tutor in swordplay. The night of the attack, I was there.
I see.
Truly, that's incredible. Okay. So, when I was asking who sent him here, it could be that effectively the prince's retinue is who sent him here. Like, we have the healer, we have his teacher in swordplay, we have a scribe that came with us. That might be everyone who's there. Yeah. Okay, well, this seems like a good point to end the episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.